The presidential election is just 34 days away, and if you thought the stakes couldn't get any higher, well, good news. Now they can.
Well, you could soon see folks betting on the outcome of this year's congressional elections. That's because a federal appeals court declined to block a lower court's decision allowing it. It is a blow for a government agency that argued doing so could undermine election integrity.
Hey there, place your bets, place your bets. Democracy may fall, but your bank account doesn't have to. Okay, yeah, okay.
Thank you. But yes, betting on elections is about to be legal, which is great for everyone who wishes they could see even more FanDuel ads. But seriously, this is shameful. Why are we betting on congressional races when this country could collapse into a fascist dictatorship? Because that's what I want to bet on, you know? If I could parlay a fascist takeover with the over-under on the Jets game, ooh, baby, I'm in the money, I'm in the rain. This is the last thing American democracy needed. Hey, honey, how'd the voting go? Ugh, I stood in line for hours. Then when I finally got to the booth, Tony the shark fin Gambino threatened to shank me if my vote doesn't help him cover the spread. Let's move on to a pretty big story that happened this week. You might not know this, but when you order a foam roller or a stapler on Amazon, it's not just magically made on your doorstep by elves. No, it's made in China by children, and then it's put on a ship and it's sent to America, where dock workers take it off the ship. But right now, those dock workers aren't taking anything off any ship.
A port strike by some 50,000 dock workers across the East and Gulf Coast entering its third day this morning.
The U.S. dock workers are fighting for higher pay and for protections against automation, essentially robots taking their jobs.
Workers say foreign-owned shipping companies have made record profits, and they want a piece of the pie for their hard work.
We want to work. We're just saying we need fair wages. How the hell can I go work at McDonald's and make what I'm making now? Makes no sense.
Okay, good message. Good message. Not a very easy chant. We want to work. According to some schools of philosophic thought, it is man's nature to work. But we also have material needs that must be addressed. It's the tension between these two conflicting dynamics that has resulted in our collective labor action. I couldn't even get through it. Thank you. So yes, the dock workers are on strike, which my researchers tell me threatens the United States economy because longshoremen play an important role in the supply chain. And believe me, their leader, he makes that very clear.
People never gave a about us until now, when they finally realized that the chain is being broke now. You know how many people depend on our jobs? Half the world.
Let's get a contract and let's move on with this world. And in today's world, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you, and you have no idea what that means.
Hey, man, don't cripple me, all right? I'm not a shipping conglomerate. Leave me out of it. I'm just a guy who addresses his mild anxiety with the dopamine hit of spending $70 on Amazon every day. Now, you could argue that the phrase, I'll cripple you, is a little aggro coming from a union boss, but I'll tell you what's never worked is when workers say, hi, excuse me, for-profit multinational company, I was just kind of wondering if you had some extra money you didn't want. Maybe we could have it? So that's why he went with, I'll cripple you. Now, you might be thinking, hey, being crippled sounds like a bad thing. Just pay these guys more so that doesn't happen. But some people think they get paid enough already, so this probably isn't helping.
He does have a bit of a lavish lifestyle. He's got a $2.4 million home, Sparta, New Jersey. He's got a Bentley, which he's been known to drive around town in. He's also got a $1.4 million home, according to Newsweek, in Highland Beach, Florida. Elon Musk made a really interesting post on X. He said, dude has more yachts than me.
I mean, this is what I love about America. Yeah, everyone's cool if a tech CEO or movie star or TikToker who farts on cakes has a big house. But if you're working hard labor, they're like, you should sleep in a bunk bed at your mother's house, just like the rest of us. Look, I get it. Yeah, I get it. This is not what you expect when you think of a longshoreman. You think of a crusty old guy who lives in a shack and has sex with a mermaid, be it be it through some sort of fish vagina thing, or maybe they're doing oral if there's no vagina. What was I talking about? I don't Anyway, despite the bad optics, the longshoremen have a lot of political support in this fight. Both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are backing the striking workers, a sign that even in these polarized times, both candidates really want to win the election in a few weeks. And you might be wondering, how can I help support these striking dock workers? Just kidding. You're wondering, is this going to affect me? Unfortunately, it might.
Analysts expect you'll start to see pressure on the prices you pay or possible shortages if this lasts another 1 to 2 weeks.
A prolonged strike could impact banana shipments, new car deliveries, imported chocolate, and alcohol, to name just a few.
Oh no, bulldozers, medicine, and hearing aids are one thing, but please, God, don't make me eat domestic chocolate, you know? It's Swiss or nothing. Chocolate has to look like one of those things that keep me from backing up after I rent a car. And no more banana shipments? Every sex ed teacher must be freaking out right now. This is how they demonstrate how to put on a condom. What are they going to use now, zucchini? Penises don't look like zucchini. Penises look exactly like bananas. So the strike could affect the supply of lots of things. But this is America, and there's one product that we care about more than any other.
With news of 45,000 dock workers going on strike, Americans are snapping up all the essential items they can get their hands on, especially toilet paper.
It's happening again. Panic buying for toilet paper. Social media is flooded with empty store shelves. People are stocking up on essentials like toilet paper.
We sold out of toilet paper by 11:30 a.m.
Okay. Now, to be fair, even if you buy one package of toilet paper at Costco, it looks like you're panic buying toilet paper. But you know who should really be taking advantage of these panic runs? Big bidet, right? This is, yeah, bidet. This is bidet's time to shine. Bidets. Power wash your asshole. You almost clapped too early. But look, I have good news for people who are engaging in hand-to-hand combat in the Costco aisles. A port strike is not going to affect your toilet paper supply.
No one needs to be panicking about where their next TP is coming from. America makes toilet paper. We do not import it.
You see? We do still make things in America. Toilet paper and apps where you can bet on your next senator. Nothing else. But for more on the dock workers strike, we go live to Grace Kuhlenschmidt. Grace, I see that you're down at Costco right now.
That's right. I'm here to report on the supply chain, and I also needed a 5-pack of Honda Civics.
Okay, so how are people reacting to the strike?
Not well. Everybody is panic buying, myself included. Okay. I've been loading up on Florida oranges and Idaho potatoes and New Jersey dirt.
Grace, all of those products are domestic.
Oh, wow. So because I'm a woman buying them, that makes them domestic? You're up in the head.
Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. I'm just saying that the shipping only affects international products. Chocolate, batteries, bulldozers.
Oh, shit. Not bulldozers. I'm going trench digging this weekend, and I was supposed to bring the dozers.
Okay, thanks. At this point, it seems like the panic buying is causing more problems than the port shutting down.
Yeah, that's right. People need to know you don't need to hoard toilet paper.
Right.
If supplies are low, just pool together with your neighbors, and everyone can take the 2 squares a week they need.
Two squares? That seems low. I use a lot more than that.
You use more than 2 squares a week?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do, right?
Michael, I have never heard of anybody needing more than 2 squares a week. Do you ever stop shitting?
Let's not discuss that right now. Okay, how about this? Do you think the strike is going to get resolved anytime soon?
Well, it's not clear. President Biden says he's trying to make peace between the two sides, and based on how that usually goes, there's probably going to be a regional war in a few weeks. Speaking explosions. How many squares a week do you use?
Honestly, I've never really counted.
Too many to count? Michael, you need to go see a hole doctor. I think you're dying.
I'll call my hole doctor after this. So what should people do if their Costco runs out of toilet paper?
Well, Michael, I'm starting to think the toilet paper shortage is less of a supply issue and more of a Michael issue. Okay. You need to quit toilet paper, okay? Go cold turkey. From here on out, wipe your ass with cold turkey. I mean, I'm at Costco. I can pick you up 25 pounds. You want hickory smoked or honey baked?
Grace, please, honey baked. Grace Kuhlenschmidt, everybody.